Hello everyone. Welcome to e-learning of writing for 12th standard. This video is for 12th standard science students. We are discussing 5th chapter from syllabus, that is server-side scripting with PHP language. And today we are going to discuss about arrays in PHP. So let us know what is an array first. So array is a special variable which can hold more than one values at a time. So using array we can store multiple values in a single variable. See, whenever we declare a variable, we can store a one value, any one type of value within it. That is, suppose the variable a, then $a is equal to 20, that is integer type of value, or $a is equal to, in double quotes, xyz, it is a string type of value stored in variable a. Or we can store variable a, that is $a is equal to 49.86. So in this way different types of values can be stored within a variable, but at a time it can hold only one value. Okay, but array is a special variable which can hold more than one values at a time. So array can store more than one values. Suppose you want to store the marks of students, then using a simple variable you have to create the variables as per the subject. Suppose 4 subjects are there: physics, chemistry, maths and biology. Then you have to create a 4 different variables for storing marks of physics, chemistry, bio and maths. But using array you can declare a one variable, that is of type array, and you can store the marks of all 4 subjects within it. That is, you can store more than one values at a time within a variable, that is a array variable. So how to create such an array? To create an array in PHP, array function is used. Array, then set of round brackets. See, here is the syntax to create an array. $a is a variable is equal to array is the function, and in bracket you have to provide a values that you want to pass to this array, that you want to store in this array variable. So here $a is the array type of variable, and to create an array function use is a array, in bracket you have to provide the values. See, in PHP you can create 3 different types of arrays: indexed array, associative arrays and multidimensional array. Index arrays are the arrays with a numerical index, that is, those arrays always start with a numerical index and it is by default start with 0. Then second type is the associative array. Associative arrays are arrays with a name keys, that is key and value pairs. Then third type is a multidimensional array, and the multidimensional array is the array containing more than one array, or we can say it is the array of array. So there are 3 different types of arrays: index arrays, associative arrays and multidimensional arrays. But for this academic year, that is 2020-2021, in this current COVID situation, we have to study only index arrays. These 2 other types of arrays, that is associative and multidimensional arrays, have been skipped for this academic year. So today we will discuss about index arrays. Index arrays are arrays with a numerical index, and that numerical index can be assigned automatically, and it is always starting with a 0. So arrays index always start with a 0 in case of index array. See, here is the syntax: $a is equal to array, in bracket you can provide different values, value 1, value 2 and so on up to value n. As many values that you want to store within this array variable a, you can store. So let us write down one program using index arrays so that you will understand better that how those arrays works. So for that purpose, first of all open a notepad and start writing a code. PHP program starts with a question mark PHP, ends with a question mark, and within this we have to write down a code. So let us declare a array. So array variable is suppose subjects. Dollar subjects is the array name. To create this array, function use is the array function, and within a round bracket you have to provide the different values. So provide here different values. Suppose we want to provide here the names of different subjects. So suppose subjects are like English, then second subject is Hindi, and third subject is suppose Marathi, and you can add many different subjects here, separating them with a comma. After you have finished with adding the subjects, put semicolon here. After that, to print these subjects from this array, we have to use the echo statement. So echo, let us add here a statement as I want to print the statement that I like English, Hindi and Marathi. So for that after that we have to print this English value, and this is stored in this array subjects with index number 0, because in case of indexed arrays, array starts with 0 index. So English is stored in subjects 0 index. It is at position, Hindi is at position 1, and Marathi is at subjects in bracket position 2, index 2. So in this way we can access these values from the array. So we first of all we want to access this value, first value, that is a English. So for that, first of all here add a concatenation operator, that is dot. After that we want to access this value English, that is stored in a array subjects. So add here subjects variable, array variable, and here what is the index of English word? It is a 0 index. So add here 0 index. Now to print the next value, to have a blank space between the two different subjects, here again concatenation operator is used, and to have a blank space add here empty double quotes. After that, again to add a next subject we have to use a concatenation operator, and again use a array name, that is subjects dollar subjects, and within this add a index of second word. Index of Hindi is 1 within this subjects array. So add here 1. Now again we want a blank space, so add empty double quotes. After that, here again to have a next subject, to get display, add here concatenation operator, that is dot. After that, use a third index from subjects array. So subjects, and add a index of Marathi subject. It is 3. Sorry, it is 2, because indexing starts with a 0, 0, 1 and 2. Now we have completed with this statement. So add a semicolon. After that, to print a count of values present in this array subject, we can use a count function. So let us add a echo statement to display it. Echo, to have output on the next line, what we have to do? Use a BR tag. After that, count is. Add a statement as count is. Then use a concatenation operator, that is dot. Function used for displaying the count of values present in an array, we will use a function, that is count function, and in bracket you have to provide the array name. What is the name of array? It is dollar subjects. So add here dollar subjects. Now add a semicolon. Now save this program within your project location folder and type here a name for this program. Suppose index array dot php. Then save this program. Now to run this program, first of all open a XAMPP control panel. From that, start Apache server. See the status here, it is running. Now open a browser to run this program and type here localhost. Then provide the address of your folder, project location folder, and see here is the file that we have created earlier, that is indexarray.php. Now run this file and see here is the output. I like English, Hindi, Marathi, and the count is 3. See, in this program, this dot operator is used to concat the string with variables. Here we can add a comma also within these empty double quotes if you want a comma in between the two subjects, like this. See the output now. Refresh the page and see, I like English, comma, Hindi, comma, Marathi. Again, you can add here one more subject also, suppose IT. Then here count will be 4. Okay, and to add the subject here, what we have to do? First of all, add a concatenation operator dot. After that, here to have a comma in between two subjects, we will use a double quotes and within that comma. Then again a concatenation operator and use a variable, array variable, that is a dollar subjects, and within that index of IT subject, that is 3. Indexing starts with 0. So 0, 1, 2 and 3, that is the indexing of this array. Now save this program and let us check the output. Now 4 subjects will get displayed as I like English, Hindi, Marathi and IT. After that, count will be displayed and count will be 4 now. Now save this program again and refresh the page in browser to check the output. See, I like English, Hindi, Marathi, IT and the count is 4. So in this way you can create the array and you can access the values from array. Here instead of using a string array, you can add here, suppose the array of marks is equal to array, and within that you can add a marks of these subjects also. Suppose marks are 90, 89, 79, 98, in this way. Now save this program and suppose we want to print the values from this marks array. Suppose we want to print the marks of IT subject, then here we can add a echo statement, echo. After that, add here a BR tag to have a output on next line, so BR, and after that add a statement as marks of IT and marks of IT. To print the marks, we have to access which array? Marks array, and within that the index of IT subject marks is 0, 1, 2 and 3. So here add marks in bracket 3, and now add here a semicolon. After that save this program and now refresh the page to check the output. Here I have missed a dollar symbol, so add here dollar symbol, and after that again save the program and refresh the page. See here marks of IT are 98. You can access the marks of any another subject also. Suppose we want to access the marks of Hindi, then we have to provide here a index as 1, marks in bracket 1, marks of Hindi colon marks in bracket 1. So in this way you can create a different arrays of different types and you can access the values from arrays. In case of index arrays, indexing always starts with which value? It is always start with a 0 value. So see, in this program that we have written just now, subjects in bracket 0 contains English value, one index contains Hindi value, two index contains Marathi value. And which function is used to return a length of array? That is a count function. Count function returns the length of array, that is nothing but total number of values present in the array, that is a length of array printed with the function count. So today we have discussed how to create a index arrays, and index arrays are arrays with a numeric index that start with a 0, and we can access the values from arrays using that index, okay, which starts with 0. So note down this program in your notebook, note down the output also, and try to execute such a kind of code. Thank you.